This particular video, I'm going to talk about diffing, actually, right? So we have so many, commits that are done to the to this master branch, and I just wanted to compare between two differences. I can just easily do it by using a command called git diff, and I can maybe choose this one. So the ID kind of represents a commit, and I can just use the commit ID along with maybe I just wanted to just compare it to the head. Head represents where your current pointer is, right? It's usually at the last commit, and I'm just going to compare them. So you notice that this particular line has been added right here. Now it's not so clear when you do it using the command line tools. I've already said it that Git is so powerful with commands. It's not so the case with when you do it using tools. But at least for a diffing kind of a thing, right? We can use a tool right here, and I've just configured one tool over here. I'll just show you how to make this thing available. So this is config hyphen list. So the git config really tells me all the configuration items that I put in, and you notice right here the merge tool and the diff tool that I've configured for Mac OS in my case is P4 merge. Now P4 merge is the diff tool. I've configured the path as well. I mean, if you have to really do it yourself, you can type in here git config hyphen globally, do this, and you can just type in here, much like you did your username and email, and then you can type in here. The diff tool that you're going to use is P4 merge. Yeah, so something like that, right? So just P4 merge, and this is going to configure P4 merge, and then you got to configure the path to P4 merge and all that stuff. Once that is done, of course, as you can see from my config list, I can just issue the same command. I mean, remember the last command that I did right here was diff, and then I can just change the same command and instead do it using a tool. Now you notice what this tool opens up and tells me what has been changed, in that particular file. And I mean, you can close this from here, or you might just choose one and show the differences. I think we'll see this in when we try to do the merge ourselves, and it's going to be more kind of evident then. So I can just compare even the previous versions as well. I mean, I can just type in here git diff tool, or rather, I mean, now this doesn't really work because we just need to specify, what do you really want to compare it to. So I'm just going to use the same command, run it over here, and then compare git diff to this version, and this log entry has been added right over here, and I can Control C, come out of this. So we'll see this in some more detail as we go on. So that's about diff tool. How do you configure it? Just one more step here, maybe. I can just add a new command. I mean, just add a new file. So just type in here, touch the test, or maybe new file .txt, or I think we'll just update the newer file. So existing file rather. So just go down to README, because this is being tracked, right? That's why I just did this, and make some changes to this. And if I just use git diff now, you notice these two lines have been added. So when you just use git tool without a version, right, it just means from your working directory to the last commit, and that's what it is going to check. And you might just also do a git diff tool right here, and because it is configured, right, it's going to give us the changes that have been done. So you can just know like what has been added in this particular working directory. So that's how it is. I hope that you've kind of learned about diffing. I'll see you in the next video.